Consistently profitable trading, fact or fiction? If I were to tell you that in 2013, our average monthly gain per contract was over $5,000, would you believe me? How about if I told you in 2014 that our average monthly gain per contract was almost $7,000? Would you believe that? Now, before you answer, think about it. Because the results I'm speaking of happen in our live trading room in 2 hours a day, from 9:30 a.m. to 11:30 a.m. Monday through Friday. So we're not talking trading around the clock. We're not talking about multiple contracts. We're talking about trading one contract 2 hours a day in front of real people in real time. So again, let me ask the question. If I told you that in 2013 our average monthly gain per contract was over $5,000 and in 2014 over $6,000, let me give you the number, $6,798.33 per contract, would you believe me? I'm going to guess no. Fair enough. I can't say that I blame you. The good news is we record everything. If you go to our homepage, cfrn.net, click in the upper right-hand corner of the page where it says View Live Trading Room Results. Click that. And when you get to this page, you can click right here, and that will bring up a spreadsheet that you can pore over, comb through, get out your magnifying glass, run the numbers, and what you'll come up with are the same numbers that I just gave you. So as difficult as it may be to believe, and they do say if it sounds too good to be true, well, it just has to be. Well, now this really doesn't sound too good to be true if we break it down and think about it. Trading's not easy. I'll never try to convince you of that, but it can be simple. Now, let me throw another number at you that'll really get your head spinning. If you added just one contract per month and made the same trades we did in the live trading room back in 2013, you would have grossed $398,000 and change. That's the power of compounding. That's the power of exponential growth. But guess what? It all hinges on one thing. It hinges on you being able to earn $100 per contract per day. Now, one thing that differs in the live trading room, once we reach our daily goal of $100 per contract per day, we do continue trading. The reason being, we're in a live trading environment. This is a classroom setting. There are people who have paid to become CFRN partners. They are in the midst of their 90-day mentoring program, and this is where they go to school every day. We don't teach you how to trade with historical charts. We teach you with real markets, real charts, real-time data, live as it happens. Why? Because that's what you're going to be doing, so why trade you from a textbook if we can trade you with the real thing? Does that make sense? You know, I could play with these numbers even more. Since it's only 2 hours a day that we're trading, I could break the numbers down and show you that in 2013 that we had an average hourly earnings of $128. And in 2014, it was $169 per hour. We just trade 2 hours a day. Now, any trading that we do outside of the live trading room, whether it's on our own, whether it's in some type of group setting, it doesn't go onto the spreadsheet. We don't count it. It's only the 2 hours per day when we trade in front of real people in real time. And again, we record the audio and the video of each session, so there's never a he said, she said. I mean, it's all on tape. I realize we don't use tape anymore, but you get the point. It's on tape. Now, as I said, trading's not easy, but it can be simple. That's why we dutifully record every single trade onto the spreadsheet. Because, let's face it, you get so much smoke blowing up your chimney. We record every trade, the good, the bad, even the ugly. We sweep nothing under the carpet. There's going to be a link below this video. I want you to click it and read it. It's called The Truth About Trading. If you're going to become a trader, you owe it to yourself to know and understand the truth about trading. I also encourage you to, whether you believe me or not, I want you to pore over that spreadsheet. I want you to comb through the numbers. I want you to really take a close look at exactly what we did. We use aggressive risk management. We get stopped out a lot, but I'd much rather get stopped out than blow up. And I think you would too. Now, I know that you've been promised overnight riches. We don't do that. We don't make you any false promises. We don't make you any promises, really, other than when you become a CFRN partner, we commit the next 90 days of our life to teaching you everything that we know about trading Emini Futures. Now, all these promises that you were given for overnight riches and instant success, etc., yada, 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 it just never seemed to quite pan out, did it? Why is that? Was it them? Was it you? I don't know. Sometimes we get unrealistic expectations in our head, either from the infomercial or the website or from the email. If you come hang your hat with us, you're going to work hard, you're going to apply yourself, you're going to learn to think in probabilities, and you're going to have to develop the discipline required to run a successful trading business. Now, keep in mind that that's what we are going to teach you, how to build and run a trading business. You may not have thought of it in that light before, but that's how we see it. We see it as a business. We're going to teach you how to build it and then how to maintain it. Of course, in order to place your new business on a rock-solid foundation, we have to first teach you how to trade. Otherwise, we would be putting the cart before the horse, and, well, that's awkward. Once you understand how to read the chart, we then move on to the indicators and, of course, the strategy itself. I've seen a lot of trading strategies in my day, but never one this simple. We designed it that way. If you're tired of games, gurus, magical indicators, mystical time frames, secret codes, then go view the spreadsheet, okay? Because those are real numbers, real trades in front of real people in real time, okay? That's where you start. Because if you can't believe that, the fact that it's recorded live in real time, I mean, then nothing else I say is going to matter. It's going to fall on deaf ears, and it would be a waste of your time as well as mine. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say anyway, but you know what? You should probably hit pause, go look at the spreadsheet, and if you can find it in your mind to believe it, and come back and listen to the rest of what I have to say. if you're back now, from the first trade on the spreadsheet to the last, we use the exact same indicators, the exact same time frame, and the exact same trade strategy on every single trade. It doesn't matter if it's the S&P or the Russell, soybeans or crude, gold or bonds. We use the same indicators, same time frame, and same trade strategy. So why do we never change? I mean, don't we know that the markets are ever changing? Don't we know that we're supposed to come out with some latest thing every other month to try and keep the attention of traders or would-be traders? Well, we do know that's how many other trading firms run their educational program, but we don't. You see, what we have works. Plain and simple, it works. We built it from the ground up in a manner that mirrors the market itself. It can't break, can't suddenly stop working like many methodologies have been known to do. As the market evolves, our strategy and indicator set are themselves self-evolving. You'll never need to change a thing. No tweaking, no curve fitting. If you have access to historic data, go back 2 years, 5, 10, go back as far as your data provider allows. Apply our strategy and indicators to any market, any time frame. You can put it on the range chart like we do. You can put it on a 5-minute, on an hourly, a daily, a weekly, a quarterly. Don't worry. It doesn't matter. You can't break it, confuse it, or stop it from working unless you change something. So don't change anything. Leave it alone because it works. If your goal is to become a consistently profitable trader, this all makes becoming a CFRN partner kind of a no-brainer. You want to be a trader, right? I mean, the fact that you're listening to this, the fact that you're taking or have taken our free trial, and you're now listening to me or perhaps reading this content on a web page or in an email, proves that, deep down, you really want to be a trader. No matter what's happened, you can't let go of that. Now, the only thing that might hold you back, if you've gone through the spreadsheet, if you accept that for what it is, the truth, what would possibly hold you back from becoming a CFRN partner? Maybe it's because you've been burned, stung, hoodwinked, hung out to dry, ripped off, robbed, mugged. Welcome to the club. I think probably everyone who has attempted to become a trader has. Now, I'm going to be honest with you. Not all vendors are crooks. Not every guy out there with a strategy or a methodology is out to pick your pocket and clean your clock. Sometimes we as traders just don't do the work that's required of us for the doggone thing to be successful. Maybe because it's too complicated. Maybe because we have to, risk 5 points to make 2, which makes no sense. I guess there can be a lot of reasons. But whatever the reason, are you going to allow the past to control your future? That's a huge question. Are you going to sit on the sidelines and think about becoming a trader, or are you going to do something about it? Now, if you become a CFRN partner, how do you know it's not going to just happen again? Well, now, if you take our methodology and our strategy and our indicators and you just shove them in a drawer, along with all the other stuff you ever bought, then you'll probably end up feeling like we did something to you. Well, we didn't. You just didn't take action. I mean, we've all been guilty of that. We've all probably been ripped off, robbed, mugged, thugged, something. But we've probably all been guilty of buying something, and for whatever reason, we just didn't follow through with it. And so, do we take blame for it? Some of us do. Some of us don't. Some of us blame the method provider. Oh, we find something. With us, you aren't going to have any excuses. Our 90-day mentoring program comes with live trading room access for 90 days. This means 2 hours a day, Monday through Friday, in the live trading room with hands-on training. It's interactive. That means you get to ask as many questions as you want to ask. As we're trading, as we're teaching, as we're explaining the indicators, the charts, the methodology, you're invited to ask all the questions you want. You also receive, during your 90-day mentoring program, our weekly trading zones, which are coming up on their 6th year anniversary. These work as a beautiful backdrop to your trading, and some of our partners simply use them to trade zone to zone to zone. You'll also have access to the weekly partner workshop, which runs 2, sometimes 3 hours every Thursday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. If you go through our mentoring program, you will own our proprietary indicator set for life. You'll also own our proprietary trading strategy for life. And you'll have access to our video library, which contains over 1,000 hours of live trading and live training. Now, I'm going to be honest. Does it take 1,000 hours to learn how to do what we do? No. It takes about 10 hours to learn how to do what we do. Well, then why 90 days? So that you have time to practice and start building your business. Now, of all those reasons that I just gave you why you won't get burned, stung, hoodwinked, hung out to dry, ripped off, robbed, mugged, thugged, or any other horrible thing, still doesn't answer the question of, well, how do you know it won't happen again? I mean, all of those things that I mentioned, as awesome as they all are, they don't really answer the question, but I have something that does. It's called unlimited private mentoring. Now, with us, unlimited means unlimited. I know that with your cell phone company, they tell you that you have unlimited minutes and or unlimited data, but they cap you secretly at some point and then throttle you. We promise we won't cap you or throttle you, okay? Unlimited means unlimited as long as you do your part. And we can't do this for you, and we won't try to do it for you. We'll help you every step of the way, but you have to do your part. There are work requirements on your part. You'll have unlimited access during your mentoring time, during the 90 days. You'll have unlimited access to the developers, myself and Michael. That means we'll spend as much time as needed with you on the phone, shooting emails back and forth, doing one-on-one private go-to meetings. Just us and the charts and the indicators. Now, we have to be pretty certain that what we have can actually help you learn how to trade, or we wouldn't be able to make this offer. Now, the part about you doing your part, we're really serious. When you ask for a mentoring session, I want to see evidence that you've begun working on your business plan, your trading plan. I want to see screenshots of trades that you've taken in the simulator. I want evidence that you're doing your part. As long as I know you're doing your part, I'm more than happy to do my part, because I get really excited when I see someone who has struggled for months and in many cases years. We have students who struggled for years to become consistently profitable before they came to us. They spent thousands, many of them tens of thousands of dollars, chasing the gurus and the crystal balls and all the other things. And it's heartbreaking to hear the stories, but it's so exciting to be a part of that individual, of you, finally finding consistent profitability. It gets me out of bed every morning. So make sure, if you decide to become a partner, that you're willing to do your part. Okay? Our time's valuable. If we didn't think you could learn how to trade using our strategy and indicators, again, there's no way we would make such an offer. Remember, trading is not easy, but it can be simple. Our strategy is simple. Our indicators are simple. Thinking in probabilities is something that you will learn over time. And discipline, now that's something that you'll have to dig deep, deep down inside and find. Doing your part goes beyond planning the trade. It also means trading the plan. In other words, once we write the plan, we have to stick to the plan. Now, we're going to monitor your progress from day one. You'll begin in the simulator. You must qualify to start trading with real money. Otherwise, if you can't become consistently profitable in the simulator, it would be silly to go live and start trading real money, because that would be just throwing money away. And we're never going to sign off on that. This is for your protection. We want you to succeed. When you do qualify, the blueprint will give you the green light to go live. You'll go live with just one contract. Our 24/20 blueprint, which is designed to take you from one contract to 20 contracts over a period of 24 months, will guide you through adding additional contracts as you qualify. If you follow the rules as we give them to you, as they are written, there's zero risk of being burned, stung, hoodwinked, hung out to dry, ripped off, robbed, mugged, or thugged. Plus, and this is a big plus, you'll be set free once and for all. Once and for all. Free. Free from what? Free from the financial thugs who lurk in the shadows of the yellow brick road that leads to the emerald city called Wall Street. As a CFRN partner, you and you alone are now in charge of your financial destiny. You'll understand that the secret to success lies within. It's not out there somewhere. Now, ask yourself, are you ready for that kind of responsibility? Some of us take great comfort in being able to blame someone or something for our lack of success in the markets. We've become very comfortable with that. At CFRN, we don't offer that luxury. Once you cross the line, it's all on you. Now that's heavy. Are you ready? We have the knowledge. We have the tools. The heavy lifting has all been done. And this is not a decision to be made lightly. The dollar amount that's involved is the least of the consequences at stake here. If the dollar amount causes you concern, then perhaps the time is not yet right. Perhaps patience and some additional study are the order of the day. Once the bell is rung, once the toothpaste is out of the tube, there's no turning back. Once you see something, you can't unsee it. Once you gain insight and knowledge, you can't unlearn it. Never again will the reason for your success, or the lack of, be out there. In becoming a CFRN partner, you are accepting personal responsibility for where you will be 1 year, 3 years, 5 years from now. No more excuses. Now, I'm not attempting to scare you off. I just want to make sure you understand the ramifications. Of course, when faced with the reality of it all and everything that's required, you could choose, like I said before, to just shove it all in a drawer. I'll get to that someday. You could tuck it away in one of those hidden folders in the deep, dark recesses of your mind. You can pretend it's not there, that you don't know. But the thing is, you do. And once you know, if you don't do something about it, it's going to eat away at your peace of mind every single day. Now, again, I'm not trying to scare you off. We want nothing more than for you to become a partner. We've got a bold mission statement: changing the world, one life at a time, one tick at a time. We need strong, confident, dedicated traders to continue our unparalleled success in achieving our goals, both individually and corporately. We will share with you everything that we have. We hold nothing back. I've outlined everything that we bring to the table. I've also tried to explain what's required of you. Shall I set a place for you? If so, there's a link below where you can become a partner today. If you have not yet taken our trial, you should go to our page, cfrn.net/apply. cfrn.net/apply. There's a good chance you've already taken the trial, and you're in that place where you now have to make a decision if this is what's right for you. I am going to put a link below this video right now. If you've already taken the trial and you've made the decision that what we do is right for you, if you deep down in your heart know that if you apply yourself, you will be able to learn how to do exactly what we do, I want you to click that link, and I'm going to show you how you can shave $1,000 off of the published retail price. I'm going to kick in 2 bonuses. This is a $649 value. I'm going to give you 1 month of the 1 trade a day service for 2 markets. That's a $150 value. I'm also going to give you 30 days of the Concierge Trade Alerts. The Concierge Trade Alerts are $1,500 per quarter. $14.97, I think the price is, to be exact. So it works out to $4.99. Now the annual rate is $6,000, but we have a special for those who want to subscribe on an annual rate, and we have partners who've chosen that, and we give you $1,000 discount there. So that knocks it down to $5,000 for the entire year. That's 8 markets every day, 2 trades per market. If you take advantage of the current offer, I again am going to shave $1,000 off of the published retail price for our 90-day mentoring program. And as a bonus, I'm going to give you 30 days of the Concierge Trade Alerts, and I'm going to give you 30 days of the 1 trade a day service for 2 different markets. You'll be able to choose which 2 markets you want out of the 8 that we offer. We trade the S&P, the Dow, the Russell, soybeans, crude oil, gold, bonds, and the euro. We're considering taking one of those out and putting the NASDAQ in. Also thinking about pulling one out and putting the dollar in. But for now, the 8 markets that I just listed, those are the ones that we're currently trading and have been trading now for well over the past year. It's been a long time since we made a change to those basic markets. So you've got some thinking to do. Make sure you go through that spreadsheet. If you've not taken the trial in the live trading room, you got to do it. And when you take the trial, okay, if you really want to know at the end of the week whether or not this is right for you, you need to download one of the demo platforms that we have available. You can download the DT Pro demo platform from Daniel's Trading, or you can download a demo platform from NinjaTrader if you already have NinjaTrader, or if you already have a DT Pro platform, or if you have any platform that works on the Open eCry backbone, then we can simply turn those indicators on for you. We'll turn them on in Ninja, and we'll show you how to install them in the DT Pro or Open eCry platforms, and then we'll initialize them and get them up and running for you. Okay? Now, the reason it's so important, at the end of a week, you might say, gosh, man, that guy's a pretty good trader. Michael in the live trading room every day. And he is. That's why he's the lead trader, because he's very talented. Now, he trades 6 markets each morning. We don't expect you to trade 6 markets. Well, then why do we have 6 markets up? Because we want you to see how our methodology and our indicator set and the one time frame works across all these different markets. And we have partners from around the world, and some want to trade gold, and some want to trade crude, and some want to trade the Russell, and some want to trade the S&P. Some want to trade a couple different markets. And that's what I recommend, is that you pick a couple, work with those, study those, get to know those. That's more than enough. You see, in the beginning, we're going to teach you how to make $100 per contract per day. In the simulator, I want you to do this. I want you to put together 10 consecutive days where you make $100 in 10 trades or less. Once you do that, our blueprint is going to give you the green light to go live with 1 contract. Once you've increased your account balance by $2,000, you'll be given the green light to add a 2nd contract. Beyond that, we have a very methodical process where you will add additional contracts 1 at a time at a predetermined time, as long as you qualify. This means you haven't done anything crazy, you haven't run off in the ditch, you haven't started just shooting from the hip and trading like a caveman. I knew I couldn't get through this thing without ringing the bell once. It's important that you download the platform so that not only do you see Michael trading the strategy using the indicators, but when class is over each day, I want you in the simulator putting on and taking off trades. Yes, you're going to fumble the ball first couple days. You're going to get lost. You're going to get confused. You're not going to know what you're supposed to do. As soon as you don't hear his voice, right? As soon as the speakers and the heads or your headset goes quiet and now it's on you, whoa, it's overwhelming. That's okay. See? Because you're about to learn what you don't know yet. Each day you'll learn a little more, And then each day, as you attempt to trade on your own, you'll find out a little bit more about what you don't yet know. By the time your 5 days is up, and so you can start the trial any day of the week, doesn't have to be on a Monday. You get 5 consecutive days, 5 consecutive trading days in the live trading room. So start on a Tuesday or a Thursday, doesn't matter. At the end of the 5 days, if you've been putting on and taking off trades every day after the live trading room closes, each morning you'll come back with a new set of questions. Hey, I was doing this, I was doing that. Now, during the week that you're on trial, email us with questions, call us with questions, and probably about your 3rd day on the trial, you and I should get together for a personal mentoring session. What's that? It's you and I in a private go-to meeting. See, in the morning in the live trading room, there'll be hundreds of traders in there. It's not chaos, though. Very organized. But our attention is on the live markets because we're placing trades, and we have, questions from a lot of people. And I want you to try, if you can, just keep your hand off the mouse during those 2 hours. It's going to be hard, and if you can't help yourself, then go ahead. But here's my reason. If you're fumbling with the mouse, chasing his mouse, trying to click where he clicks, you're going to miss his explanation of why he's taking that trade. So, first day, if you want to click around, have some fun, go ahead. But by day 2, I want you listening closely to what he says, to what he's doing. I want you to understand the reason for the trade. I want you to understand the setup. I want you to understand the strategy. That's when the clouds part. That's when you start to believe that, hey, this was all very confusing on day 1. I didn't think I would ever figure this out. But I think I can do this. This is real. This is something real. This isn't just the latest thing to come down the pike. This isn't just another gadget or gizmo. This is learning a skill set. This is something that you'll carry with you all the days of your life. If that's what you want, if you want to trade for a living, then you've got to learn how to trade. Unfortunately, many of the trading firms out there, one very popular one you may have seen on the infomercial, for $7,000, they'll give you 5 days of classroom instruction. Now, I'm not going to knock the instruction that they give you. It's pretty doggone good, the 5 days. But unfortunately, you can't learn how to trade in 5 days. It's just not enough. We have a lot of students who went through that program. They spent the $7,000, they did the 5 days, but they still don't know how to trade. They weren't taught how to trade. So they've spent the money, they've gained an education, but they don't know how to put on and take off a trade. They haven't learned to be consistently profitable. Now that's what we want to do. We want to teach you to be consistently profitable. We're going to do it first in the simulator. Once you pass that test, you'll be able to go live with one contract. Now keep in mind, we're not brokers. We don't handle your money. We're not trading your money for you. If you sign up for one of our programs, such as the One Trade a Day or the Concierge Trade Alerts, you can have a broker trade those for you if you want, or you can trade them yourself. You can even trade them from your smartphone. Most brokers have clever little apps that allow you to place trades on the go. The One Trade a Day, those are published each morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern. The Concierge Trade Alerts, those are emailed out the night before. However, you can start trading them the moment they hit your inbox each evening. Okay? So listen, you've been very kind to stick around and listen to me explain who we are, what we do, how we do it, who we aren't, what we don't do, and why we don't do it. And I hope it's been a refreshing half hour, 40 minutes. You've really been kind to stick around this long. I've covered everything as best I can. There's no get rich quick here. No overnight, success stories. However, if you want to build a business, if you want to build a trading business, one that can become a legacy, one that you can pass on to your children or to your grandchildren, a business that will stand the test of time because it's built on a solid foundation, on solid principles, on a methodology that's not going to break or go out of style or go out of fashion because it mirrors the market itself. You've come to the right place. Are you ready? Email me support@cfrn.net or call me at 949-42-EMINI. That's 949-42-EMINI. And I hope I see you tomorrow morning in the live trading room. Take care.